Did you ever wonder how something we use every day, like water, can turn into something really cool that everyone talks about? It's not just for drinking and staying hydrated anymore, it's also about being part of something bigger. That's exactly what happened with Liquid Death. This company took ordinary water and made it super popular, not just because it's water, but because it makes people feel like they're part of a cool trend. The origin of Liquid Death can be traced back to the early 2000s. Mike Cesario, a creative with a keen eye for marketing, found himself amidst the electrifying energy of an alternative music concert. It was here that he noticed a curious sight. He observed bands sipping water from cans that were cleverly made to look like energy drinks. This sight was more than a mere observation for Cesario. It sparked an innovative idea. He began to think, what if water wasn't just a simple drink but a bold statement? This thought led to the creation of Liquid Death, with the goal of marketing water with the same intensity and flair usually associated with energy drinks and alcoholic beverages. Mike Cesario had a big idea. He wanted to change the way people think about water. Some people thought water was only for people who liked yoga and being super healthy. But Mike wanted everyone to think water was cool and tough, not just for certain people. He dreamed of a new kind of water brand that was exciting and different, not like the usual boring water ads. That's how he came up with Liquid Death. He wanted to show that water can be fun and bold, and not just for staying hydrated. Liquid Death was going to be special in a world full of sweet and fizzy drinks. The aim was to make water not just a thirst quencher, but a lifestyle choice that resonated with a broader audience, particularly those aligned with alternative cultures and lifestyles. In 2018, something really exciting happened for Liquid Death. Armed with nothing more than a 3D rendering of a strikingly designed can and a bold 2-minute commercial, the brand made its debut on social media. The response was nothing short of phenomenal. In just 4 months, the video amassed over 3 million views, a viral success that many established brands could only dream of. This initial campaign was a game-changer, catapulting the Liquid Death brand into the spotlight. Its Facebook page rapidly accumulated a fan base, surpassing well-known water brands such as Aquafina in terms of followers. Liquid Death's approach to marketing was groundbreaking in the beverage industry. Instead of just making regular commercials, they made funny and super cool videos that were a mix of ads and fun shows. In 2020, they took an innovative leap by releasing an album titled Greatest Hates, composed of songs with lyrics derived from negative comments and product reviews they received online. This unique strategy not only showcased their creative flair, but also demonstrated their ability to engage with criticism in a lighthearted and self-aware manner. Their way of advertising was very different from others. It made people not only watch their ads, but also talk about them, share them with friends, and remember them. Liquid Death became really popular on websites like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube because they were doing things in a fun and different way. The branding of Liquid Death was as unconventional as its marketing strategy. The name itself, Liquid Death, broke all norms of product naming in the beverage industry. It was a bold, provocative, and utterly unforgettable name. When they launched in 2019, everything about their look was special too. They used a skull picture, which usually means danger and being a bit rebellious, and they only used black and white colors. This made their cans really stand out and easy to spot anywhere. They also strategically chose to sponsor music festivals and events that resonated with this audience. Collaborations with iconic figures like professional skateboarder Tony Hawk, known for his influence on skate and alternative sports culture, further helped them become very popular. Liquid Death really cared about helping the environment, which was a big part of what they stood for. They knew that plastic waste was bad for the planet, so they decided to use aluminum cans for their water. Aluminum is great because you can recycle it over and over again, and it's better than plastic. They didn't just stop there. Liquid Death worked with groups like the Thirst Project and Plastic Bank to help with important issues like clean water for everyone and reducing plastic pollution. By 2021, they had done a lot to support these important causes. In 2020, Liquid Death started making flavored waters and teas, keeping their cool style. They had fun names for their flavored waters like Mango Chainsaw, Severed Lime, Convicted Melon, and Bury It Alive. Each one had its own special taste, but still felt like part of Liquid Death. These drinks weren't just regular flavors. They were a healthier choice because they used natural flavors and a little bit of agave nectar for sweetness, which is better than a lot of sugar. In 2023, they brought out some neat tea flavors too, like Grim Leafer and Rest in Peach and Dead Billionaire. These expansions not only diversified Liquid Death's product portfolio, but also reinforced its position as a lifestyle brand that transcends the boundaries of traditional water consumption. The brand's success was evident in its strong social media presence, with millions of followers on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, and the establishment of the Liquid Death Country Club, a loyalty program that further fostered a sense of community among its consumers. All these measures helped the company to be one of the fastest-growing brands around. They saw an amazing increase in how much they sold, with their sales jumping up from 2.8 million in 2019 to a huge 130 million by 2022. That's a really big jump. Because of this huge growth, the value of Liquid Death also went up a lot, reaching $700 million. Moving forward, Liquid Death is gearing up for global expansion, eyeing Europe and Asia while exploring new product lines like non-alcoholic beverages. They plan to innovate in advertising with technologies like AR and VR for more immersive experiences. Continuing its unique marketing, Liquid Death will further engage with music and art festivals, remain committed to environmental initiatives, and stay true to its alternative cultural roots. The brand's future is set to be as dynamic and exciting as its past. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more awesome content like this.